Now that our dream of an unlikely deep run in Europe has been crushed by Bruges, we turn our attention towards domestic glory. Today we have a double header against league leaders Trnava and inform third place Trencin. Our fans expect silverware and we are under pressure to deliver. Better get to work. Hello, folks. Hope you're well and on good form. It is Dan here, and welcome back to my save as manager currently of Slovan Bratislava. Don't know why I said currently. I'm not planning on going anywhere, but you know, nothing lasts forever, and we're kind of journeymen. I think this is what the save is looking like, but we're trying to ultimately make our way to one of the big five European leagues. That's where we want to be. We want to be at the thick end, or the sharp end rather, of things. Since we were last together, where were we? Oh, yes. Yeah, we got dumped out of the Europa Conference League round of 16. Quite chastening, to be honest, because it was Club Bruges. Yeah, they're probably a bigger team than us, but it is galling nonetheless. It would have been nice to have made a push to the quarterfinals, and I think it just underlines how much work there is to do at Slovan Bratislava to turn them into a more competitive European force. Since then, we have done rather well. We won two of our league games, again, 3-1 against Rijumborok and 2-1 against Žilina. And we have also absolutely smashed Dunajska Streda 4-0 in the first leg of the Slovak Cup semi-final. Admittedly, I would have quite happily taken an equal share of those 4 goals and put them into that draw that we had with them earlier in March, but you can't have it all, can you? So today we are playing Trnava, and this game is of absolute importance because we are 3 points behind them, and we would dearly like to be level on points with them. What I've done is I have been fiddling again with tactics. I am now a massive fan of Gegenpress, in spite of the fact that apparently we don't have the most naturally fit squad. And this is the team that we will be going with today. Bear with me. I'm going to ask my assistant to do that before I forget. So, yeah, so we are going with Morozek in goal. Say Mesic. Every time I get into a flow of recording, I get quite good at pronouncing names. So Meshik, Barnes, and Misuda. We have got Hussein Basic and Duda at the base of the midfield with Mislovic, Gudrun, Panya, and Karas up front. So we have made a few changes. Hubert is injured, but hopefully we won't need him. And Schwiderski is also injured, and for some reason my assistant manager was suggesting that I pick him. So I have just callously ignored that. In fact, because you are injured, good sir, we are going to take you out of the reckoning altogether. Samuel Datko, why are you not anywhere near the subs bench? You played rather well. So I'm just looking to I'm just looking to share the minutes around, stop people from getting too tired. You'd probably be better off, wouldn't you? As a might change that now. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to put Datko on because you're playing well. And I think that Gudrun is a much better inverted winger. Not playing to his strengths as such, Gudrun, but he is Very, very good. So, with that all said and done, let's get going and cross our little fingers that we can get a positive result today. Yeah, Trnava have had a bit of a wobble of late, so I'm hoping that we can capitalise on this because we really need to beat them. Helps to be prolific. Yes, goals win games. It's pleasing. Tactical design have always been a good run for them. Very wasting. Yeah, aware of complacency, of course. No, I've just realised that we tend to do well if we press the living bejesus at them. So that's the idea. We gang and press them, and then when we're ahead, we bring down the intensity and we look to control. Are you expecting any survivors? I don't think there's a debate to be had. I just don't know enough about them, so I'm not going to get drawn on that. So they are playing similar formation. Watch out for Afori, the shadow striker. He is a little bit handy, although he has not been in the best of form. So that means that we are the perfect patient. Oh, Say's picked up the ball there. Mislovic, yes. Yes, Mislovic. Get in. That is a very pleasing start indeed. It was a bit of a nothing situation. They just didn't clear their lines very well at all, and Mislovic has capitalised on that rather nicely, if I do say so myself. So that is a very pleasing start, and the onus is on them to do something about it now. Rostowski has hit a very good, very good free kick there and a good save by Mrożek. So Donetsk Streda 3-0 up now against Rajombarok. Right, we have a highlight. So Karas lays it off to Datko into Mislovic. That is a poor... Oh, Duda has won the ball back. Hussein Basic plays it back to the defence. Say to Gudrum. And there's the goal. Get in. Right, this is more like it. This is much more like it. This is excellent. Well done. Yeah. Yeah, keeper should have done better with that, really. It wasn't like it was placed in the corner out of the reach of the keeper. Keeper just duffed it. Okay. Another highlight. Fingers crossed. It's a positive one. Right. The away fans are olaying every time we get the ball. And Karas is through. Brilliant goal. Wow. This really is rather superb, isn't it? So we just cut through them at will. Three passes, and then no one was anywhere near Karas there. So all in all, very, very pleasing. And we're 3-0 up, and it's 15 minutes. And that is very, very nice. So Trencin are, from memory, they're 1-0 up against Žilina away, and they are on a bit of a tear at the moment. So Donetsk Streda are nowhere. I'd say it would be fair to reckon that they are out of contention now, being 10 points behind as things stand. But Trencin are making a rather impressive march up the table. Right, nothing's really happened, hence why I'm busy looking at things happening elsewhere. Komano are 1-0 up against Prussia, so that looks like, I think that's a bottom of the table situation. Oof. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough for Komano to hoik themselves out of the... So 12th is relegated, and I imagine 11th is you go into a playoff with the second place team from the second division. So that may still determines who finishes where in those bottom two places. I'm pleased to be ahead against a talented rival. Well done, everyone. Yeah, that's great. I imagine that the manager of Trnava is throwing through bombs at a halftime, just as in verbal bombs, not actual bombs. Nothing sinister like that. Right, Mislovic, yeah, you want to come off bruised knee. You like getting a bruised knee, don't you, sunshine? Or was that Goodrum? Who's taking this then? Oh, Goodrum's taking it. Fire it in. Oof. Excellent. Yeah, we'll play for set pieces, why not? Okay. Hussein Basic with the keeper comfortably collects that. Yeah, there's not quite as many. Oh, dirt. Oh, Barnes, you silly boy. Yeah, you're going to have to make up for that. Oof, 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 oof. Right. I don't think it's necessarily going to be sustainable to keep up this style. In fact, what we're doing, I'm gonna have to tweak this at some other point, but we will turn that down to control. We're not going to gang and press them anymore. I'll have to do some tweaking off camera in the actual tactics screen because I'd done it, but it was in the middle of a game and it never stays, does it? Because I want a control tactic and I want a gang and press tactic with this formation, that 4-2-3-1. Right, now is the time for changes, I feel. Right, who can I bring on? I think it would be instructive for you to come on, young man. And you have not played very well, but I have been making you play as an inverted winger, so why don't we bring you on as an actual winger, and what we'll do is we're going to invert you. Wonderful. Who else? So that's 3 subs. Kamara might come on, or Leonard. I think we're going to do something with the wing backs. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. And we continue on. What is happening elsewhere? So let's get Streda 3-1 up. Kamano now 2 up. Petržalka beating Skalica 2-1. Trencin are beating Žilina 2-0. And we have Nilo Podlajova against Mikolodze. Ooh, Rajombrok might be, get back into that. Right, okay, now is the time, I think. Right, you're on a yellow, so that makes all kinds of sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, brilliant. I think. Yeah, we'll keep you balanced. Why not? Anything exciting happening? No, not really. Not elsewhere. Right, well, no news is good news, so that's that wraps that up. That is a very, very pleasing victory. I would have quite happily taken that to begin with. Yeah, being richly rewarded for dazzling displays. It's a nice place to be at this stage of the season. Gives us every reason to think we could really win the title. Yeah, okay, we'll be positive about it. So yes, I'm happy. Yes, yes, yes. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, so in terms of where that leaves us then, Trnava, over the next month, they've got to play Dinajska Streda, which would have been, I think they'll win that. Streda on an awful run of form. They're playing Trencin is going to be away, is going to be big for them because they're no pushovers, but we also have to play them. But the good news is that they have to come to our place. Although admittedly last time they came to our place, we managed to lose. So I'm not quite sure how significant all that will be. In terms of us, we've got to play Trencin away next, which is going to be fairly massive, along with that second leg. So I think that's what we're doing for time here. 15 minutes. Yeah, why not? We'll do a double dash. We'll feature Trencin, Trencin, sorry, why not? They've been on a good run, and actually that will make for a good for a good second game. So I'll put a cut in here, and I'll come back to you when we're ready to rock and roll. Right. Okay, folks, welcome back. So we have the Trencin game, and we are keeping. I think this is an unchanged side. I can't remember who was playing up front last game. Anyway, we've got Karash up front. I think it was him. Yeah, and everything else is pretty much remaining unchanged. We do have a number of players who are on a heavy match load, but I want to see whether we can keep it going. I think this is a really important game, so I want our best players, and I think that this is pretty much, with one or two exceptions, the strongest 11 that we can put out right now. So let's get going, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can win this game and essentially make it a two-horse race. That's what we want. We don't want Trencin to have any Trencin, sorry, to have any hope of finishing anywhere, because a win would really put them amongst things. So yeah, happy and confident. We're a good team in good form. We have to bet our best to get something. I think that's fair. And we're just going to go after them and see what happens. So they're playing a similar formation to Trnava, who are 1-0 down already. They're 2-0 down already, which is very welcome. And we have a highlight. So Duda has the ball, but loses it, and Mislovic puts it wide and over, which is not the best combination in the world. Okay, so we've lost the ball in midfield. Oh, I thought we were going to snap in and intercept that ball there. Okay. Away. Hlavats. Hlavats with the goal. I think he's on our radar, actually. Robert Hlavats, yeah, he is on our radar. He's definitely on my shortlist at the moment. He's a poacher, but yes. Anyway, we won't worry about too much about that at the moment. Because yeah, it'd be really nice to capitalise on the fact that Trnava 2-0 down. And as I said, we don't want Trencin making a late charge, but we've had the better of things so far, so let's just trust the process. I hope I'm not going to regret uh, refusing to freshen up the team. Although they have had a week, they've had a week in between games, so it's not like I've been, it's only been a break of 2, 3, 4 days, and I'm working them really hard. But we do have a highlight here. That is a really good ball, Datko, and that is in. There's nothing wrong with that. That is 1-1. Really, really well worked goal. Kadash does very well here. Good run by Datko. And then it's just a little reverse pass in. Defence was nowhere. Happy days. So let's see if we can do something here. Oh, this does not look good. This doesn't look good at all. This is one of those FM free kicks. It's going to go in because it's practically a pen, isn't it? Yep. I called it. Pavlovic, top corner. Pretty sure that was on the goalkeeper's side. Goalkeeper was standing in the middle of the goal. Why would you do that? I'm no goalkeeper, but I'm pretty sure you don't stand in the middle of the goal. Pick a side. Okay. I would say we don't necessarily deserve to be behind. And it is rather disappointing that we are, but it wouldn't be me, would it, unless it was complicated and not remotely straightforward. I envy people who have an easy time on this game and they can just romp their way to a title. But no, not me. Show me something else in the second half. I might have to make some changes reasonably early on. Yeah, we've just been really profligate. 10 shots, 3 on target, which isn't good enough, to be brutally honest with you. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here. Literally nothing has happened in 15 minutes. You are looking tired, sir, so you will come off and we'll bring in Sadidla. It's not ideal that you're on the left-hand side, but we have a bit of a shortage there. Tyler Goodrum, you look very tired. But who do I bring on? Bring on Illich, I think. Yeah. Hope you can come up with something. And I think we might need to change this up a little bit. We'll bring on Shvedersky on for Hussein Basic. I think that will be it for now. Yeah, we just need to freshen it up a little bit. Okay. I think we're going to have to go attacking in the last 20. See if we can get something out of this. Trnava's still 2-0 down. But I don't really care. I think Mislovic is going to come off. We're going to bring on Panya. Or do we? Yeah, we're going to bring on Panya. Pretty good. You definitely pop up with stuff. Rather than Leonard. I think it'd be fair to say Trencin are parking the bus here We do have a highlighter last. Illich. Um, oh, oh wow. Panya has just won us a penalty. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff happening on here. Duda, you are tired. I think that would be a sensible swap. Yeah, we'll do that. Brilliant. Okay. Who's taking this then? Shvidarsky is taking it. Okay, I don't know about his penalty taking credentials, but he's managed to miss it. Fantastic. Oh, oh, football manager, you are cruel. You are very, very cruel. Okay, we think we're all subbed out. We have no more substitutes. I think we just got to go very attacking and throw the kitchen sink and just hope that we can get something. I'm going to demand more and hope to Christ that something happens here. Datko's okay. Datko has played well. Ah, that was a header at the far post. I wouldn't say free. It's definitely contested. Yeah, I think this is going to be us. But who is this? Yeah. Well, that is garbage. So, with all that said and done, we have 5 games left. Had we won that, I would think that would have put us in pole position for the title, but we haven't, and that's actually brought Trencin back into play. But it is not all doom and gloom, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, so we have a double header at home at the end, so we've got Trnava and Trencin at home. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to motor through the second leg of the Slovak Cup semi-final, where I think it'd be fair to put out a slightly weakened team for that. I will play off camera Rajumbrok and then Dunajska Strada, Angelina. Hopefully we can come through those in credits and stay top, and then I will bring you back for that double header to see if we can become Slovak First Division champions. All right then. Well, thank you very much for watching. As always, folks, it's greatly appreciated. Do feel free to leave a comment just on what would you have done differently? Is there anything you would have done differently? Yeah, let me know how you're finding things. Consider a like and consider a subscribe. All right, thanks a lot, folks. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye bye.